Now second muscle. After levator vela palatini, tensor vela palatini, the main muscle, the chief muscle which forms the entire palatine aponeurosis here. So here also, tensor vela palatini, like levator vela palatini, it will have 3 points of origin. Number 1, the first point of origin, let us draw, will be from the spine of sphenoid. From the spine of sphenoid. Second point of origin will be from lateral surface of lateral part of auditory tube. Lateral surface or lateral part of auditory tube. Please draw these fibers like this. And third point of origin will be from, remember one structure, scaphoid fossa, which I had shown it to you. If you trace the medial pterygoid plate upwards towards the base of skull, it will end in a small triangular depression. The entire medial pterygoid plate, that is called scaphoid fossa. So the third point of origin is scaphoid fossa of medial pterygoid plate. So therefore here we complete this tensor veli palatini, 3 points. And see here, this tensor veli palatini, you condense this tensor veli palatini lower down into a tendon. This will be a small tendon, it has condensed down, and this tendon will pass, see here, it will pass around the pterygoid humulus, curve around the pterygoid humulus, and it will then present this aponeurosis. So lower down, I will show it with green color, it will form this entire aponeurosis. So this green color here, what I am drawing, this is the insertion of tensor veli palatini muscle. This entire structure, whatever I am drawing is palatine aponeurosis. It will, while it is inserting, it will broaden out into a flat tendon, and that broadening of flat tendon is called palatine aponeurosis. So here I am filling this space, and this space, this is entire palatine aponeurosis. Same view on this side. Here also, once again while drawing, I will just repeat, it is taking origin from number 1, spine of sphenoid, number 2, it will take origin from lateral side of the auditory tube, and number 3, it will take origin from the scaphoid fossa. Here I will condense it into a tendon, this tensor veli palatini, and what will happen, as it condenses into a tendon, it will curve around the pterygoid humulus. So it will curve around this pterygoid humulus, and then it will broaden out in the form of aponeurosis. So here it will broaden out in the form of this aponeurosis. This is how you have to show. So therefore, this is the insertion of tensor veli palatini muscle. Entirely it is inserted as palatine aponeurosis. Actions of tensor veli palatini, it will help in, once again, closing of pharyngeal isthmus. And number 2, very important action, this was discussed with you in the yesterday gross anatomy lecture, it will help in dilatation of auditory tube. So it is called dilator tubi muscle. And the 2 muscles, please note down, as I have repeated so often, origin of levator veli palatini 3 points and origin of tensor veli palatini 3 points. That is very important. So now these 2 muscles are over. Third muscle, very small muscle, will be exactly in the midline. In the midline, the third muscle is known as the musculus uvuli muscle. Musculus uvuli. Origin. Musculus uvuli will take origin from the, if I draw here, from the either side of midline. See here, it is on either side of midline. So it is taking origin from posterior nasal spine. Here there is a point, this will be known as posterior nasal spine in the midline of the posterior border of hard palate. So origin of musculus uvuli, both the sides, right and left, very small muscle. These 2 fibers are longitudinal fibers, musculus uvuli, taking origin from the posterior nasal spine on either side of the midline. And where is it inserted? This musculus uvuli will pass down. It will pass down, and it is inserted in the submucosa of median portion of lower part of soft palate, where it becomes uvula. That median dangling fold, when you open the mouth, that is musculus uvuli, that is the fold of uvula, that is the insertion. This musculus uvuli action, the musculus uvuli action will be, it will move the uvula on that particular side. Right side, it will tend to produce slight right deviation of musculus, the uvula, and if the left side will contract, it will tend to produce the left deviation of the muscular, the entire uvula. 3 muscles we have finished. Now muscle number 4. Palatopharyngeus muscle, very important muscle. Palatopharyngeus muscle. Please note down. Origin, as I had told you, 2 fasciculi, anterior fasciculus and posterior fasciculus of palatopharyngeus muscle. For that we need to draw here that another diagram we need to draw. So let me rub this diagram and simply we will draw the line diagram where we show the origin of palatopharyngeus muscle. So therefore here, very simple, we will concentrate with the hard palate. This will be our hard palate, and from here we are going to show the entire soft palate. Please draw this soft palate. This is the posterior surface, and here this will be the anterior surface, soft palate. Therefore, now these two are the bellies. See here, this is the first belly, this is the second belly. So posterior belly and anterior belly of palatopharyngeus muscle. Lower down, both the bellies will fuse with each other. These two bellies are very important. Now, origin. The anterior belly will take origin. The anterior belly of palatopharyngeus muscle will take origin from posterior border of hard palate and one of the upper part of the posterior surface of soft palate. That is the origin of anterior fasciculus or anterior belly of palatopharyngeus muscle. Posterior fasciculus or posterior belly of palatopharyngeus muscle will take origin from lower part of posterior surface of soft palate. Simple, these 2 points. These 2 bellies of palatopharyngeus lower down, they will fuse and form one single muscle. And remember, it will be on either side, bilateral. So, on right side as well as left side. And when it will pass, merge down, it will merge down in the lateral wall of the pharynx from both the sides. From right and left side, anterior and posterior bellies. Here, where my finger is there, as I have told you over there, important structure. What is that important structure? There will be passing of one muscle which is coming in from this direction, and that muscle will be known as levator velli palatini muscle, which is attached on the posterior border of soft palate. And this levator velli palatini, as I already discussed, it will pass between the 2 bellies of palatopharyngeus muscle. So when the levator velli palatini is inserted, it will pass between these 2 bellies of palatopharyngeus muscle. Now comes the insertion of palatopharyngeus. Very important. In order to draw the insertion, let me make here, first I'll rub this segment over here. There will be just above, we will make this as tubal opening of auditory tube. This will serve as the tubal opening of auditory tube, and behind that over here I will just make it as, I will show this as styloid process. So from the tubal opening of auditory tube, another muscle is coming down. Name of that muscle will be the salpingopharyngeus muscle. So this muscle which I am drawing, salpingopharyngeus muscle, from the tubal opening of auditory tube, it will merge with, see here, it is merging with palatopharyngeus muscle. It is merging with the palatopharyngeus muscle. So here I will name these 2 structures as anterior and posterior bellies of palatopharyngeus muscle. Palatopharyngeus muscle. And here this structure I will name it as salpingopharyngeus muscle. Third structure, from the styloid process, another muscle will come down which will merge again with palatopharyngeus muscle, and this muscle which is coming down is stylopharyngeus muscle. So therefore